Hello, hello, Lucy, James. Thank you for giving me a few minutes today on press day for the Villains of Valley.
Nice to meet you.
Elias, nice to meet you.
Exciting times. I had the opportunity to watch this last night with my daughter. We watched the first two episodes. We loved it. What do you?
How old your daughter?
My daughter is 7 years old.
Oh,
so she loves Disney.
is that a good? And is this show a good? Is that a good age for this show?
I think so. She liked it. It. We both enjoyed it.
Okay, good. Thanks.
What are you hoping for when the viewers tune in for the first time?
Well, like I said, I like to say, you're going to tune in for the special effects and the costumes, and what's going to hook you are the jokes, because you're going to find yourself laughing out loud more than you expected to, and you're going to realize that the storytelling is pretty savvy. It's going to come at you fast, and it's going to come at you furious, and it's going to be edgy, and I think you're going to be left wanting a little bit more.
How about you, Lucy? What's your thoughts?
I actually love that. I think one of the biggest attractions is going to be that the characters, and especially the kids, are pretty badass and pretty they're not trying to fit into some stereotypical box that the world would often like us to fit into. And they get away with it, and they're still nice. I think you'll still like them. And I like that. I like that they aren't trying to be like a little bit sassy, but really not really good at heart. I'm like, no, they're just brilliant. They're just great fun, and bad little baddies that we like as well.
So you and James, you're both villains pretty much for a family. How is it like being a villain family? And let's start with that. Let's go with that. How does it feel like being villains for a family and try to raise these kids at the same time?
Yeah, I think that irony is my favorite thing in the world, and I like the fact that they have they've started their lives as this a diabolical, self-serving, evil collection of misfits, and they're thrown into a situation where they actually have to take care of one another in order to survive, and they have each other's backs. I really love that. And like Lucy said, the kids' characters, the Jake and Colby and Amy, they're just so watchable, and it's just so they have such heart, and they're so clever that it takes you along on the ride, and I love it.
Yeah.
How about you, Lucy?
I mean, literally the same, and as James, and also what I answered before is that it's just different to be the villain as opposed to the hero, as opposed to the person. I mean, there's always trying to be, I always joked earlier about superheroes being like, they're always rescuing people and doing the right thing and saying the right thing and being good and everything. I was like, isn't that exhausting? I'm so exhausted at the idea of I have to be this thing. And these guys, our family in the Villains of Valley View, we aren't that. We don't try to fit in.
Right.
We don't try to tick the boxes. We don't try to be what the world tells us to be. In fact, we're quite the opposite. We're very okay with it. And I'd like to see more of that in life, in people being more understanding that people are different, and it's okay that you can be different.
Last question. How was it connected with these characters? James, we see you're always trying to fix things. Instead, you're making evil toys pretty much. And Lucy, you always trying to be nice, and you hate trying to play that nice character.
That might be like a more exaggerated version of me in real life.
For me, it's I always think it's a simple. How you like your character? The truth is that I'm a drummer, photographer, mountain climber. I love toys. So I got no problem with the side of Vic that just he has an idea. He wants to make something. I have the brains and the tools in my toy box to make something that'll do this. That'll solve this problem. And it's like the Nutty Professor, right? He's got the skills, and he makes it. It just doesn't fit in Valley View, Texas. A laser that size doesn't work in Valley View, Texas.
Oh, you, Lucy, wind up with you.
Say again?
So we'll end that question with you also about the way you play this character.
I mean, in terms of the villainous of it, or
Yeah, like you try to be nice throughout the episode.
well, I think I'm trying. I mean, I think I'm not necessarily trying to be nice. I'm trying to like go, hey, this is what we do, right? Don't people say this? Don't people behave like that? And I think it's I mean, I think in the pilot, don't we have a scene when we say goodbye to, it's a long time ago, we did it now. We say goodbye to Celia and I come in and go, oh, it's being nice. It's exhausting.
Exactly.
And I remember for a lot of my life going, God, it's exhausting. And that's not because being nice is exhausting, but because not being real is exhausting. And that's what they're doing, is they're not being real. They're in an alien environment to them.
Well, I want to thank you for giving me a few minutes today, Lucy and James, and good luck with the show.
Elias, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.